Hi, my name is Amos, and I'm from the Bay Area, specifically Mountain View, California, and I currently live in LA as part of USC's graduate film production program with a focus on directing. And I want to tell you my story in under a minute, so here we go. My story is called Elite, and it's about a high school senior who decides to join a cheating ring in order to get admitted into her dream Ivy League school, Harvard University. And we follow Abiola. She's a first generation Nigerian American immigrant, child of immigrants, who lost her mother her sophomore year, and so her grades suffered. So her senior year, she's told her dream school is Harvard, but she's told that her grades is not up to par. And so, driven by the pressure of her father, her demanding father that wants the best for her, and as well as the intense academic pressures of the elite all-girls prep school that she attends, she decides to join a group of girls who have a cheating ring, and she's trying to achieve, and she thinks she's doing well, and then she realizes that it's not all that it's cracked up to be, and realizes that she has to recalibrate and follow her passions as opposed to what she thinks is the best. So I'm definitely drawing from my own experiences going to an all-girls elite prep school in the Bay Area. There's a really intense pressure there to achieve. The number of kids dealing with suicide attempts and mental health because of the pressures that their parents and their schools put on them is very high, definitely higher than the national average. So I wanted to explore this world that I personally drew from, and not only show the world, but also show how a young black girl is trying to come of age in a space where a lot of people don't look like her, and that she's not generally accepted because of her blackness. So I definitely strive to tell stories about black people that have to thrive in spaces that aren't really built for them, and having to kind of the one drop in the ocean kind of world where you're the one black girl, you're the one black guy, or what have you, in these predominantly white contexts, and how to deal with that. So I think BET Networks and Paramount Players would love this story, because not only is it portraying an African American woman in a really intriguing, complex way, but it's showing a world that we just don't really see very often for young black girls. There's just no great coming of age stories that have a black girl at the center that doesn't deal with, the kind of stereotypes of drugs and teen pregnancy, which are very real issues. But for me, I think that it'd be really great to show this other side of the black American experience where you're the only one and you're trying to just figure it out. And so not only do I think it has a great audience, but it has a great message, and it has great roles for, I think, really high-end talent. So it could be great box office returns, and also maybe some award season fare in there. One of my biggest influences for this film was Whiplash, and I know it's not like a black film, but I love how Whiplash portrays this world that we think is just kind of mundane, which is, high school drumming, or no, college music conservatory drumming, and making it a really intense thriller. That's kind of what I'm going for with this story, is kind of showing this girl trying to be the best, trying to be perfect, and kind of losing her way when she's just caught up in trying to be perfect, and dispelling the notions of like, oh, you're black, you're stupid, like really trying to fight against that. And so for me as a filmmaker and as a storyteller, I think it's really important to continue telling stories that portray different aspects of the black American experience. There's so many times that because I'm first generation Nigerian, people think you're not African enough, you're not black enough, and then, oh, you talk so white. Things like that, that makes you think like, oh, am I not being black enough? Like, what does that mean? And so I think for me, I make it a priority to tell different aspects of the black American experience. There's not one way to be black, and I feel like this story is something I'm really passionate about bringing to life, because I just have never seen a story like this before, and I feel like there are kids out there and audiences out there that really want that. So for me, the greatest black film is Remember the Titans, because I love that message of working together to make our world integrated and inclusive. So, and Denzel Washington's amazing. The GOAT. So, to cap it all off, I'm Amos, and to me, Project Create means creating dope content that shows a more diverse experience in the Black American experience. To follow my journey, check out the hashtag Project Create.